We go. Hey, good evening, everyone. It's Thursday night. It's 7 o'clock. It means it's time for Thursday Night Live at the Gun Shop. And as I promised you, we're going to have a really cool show tonight. It's going to be a little different. We're going to do something a little fun, I hope. Maybe, I know it's something we haven't done before.
Definitely something we've not done before.
So we'll be having a little different experience with that.
Eric says, "Hey y'all."
Hey, Eric. Think everybody will maybe enjoy the experience we're going to have tonight. As always, we're going to kind of give it a second here for people to get clicked in and logged on. And tonight, we're going to have a little treasure hunt.
Hey John.
Hey, John. We this week finished the deal on a bid for approximately 300 guns. And we've got random boxes stacked up over here beside me.
They are stacked higher than his head, believe me.
And we don't know what we're going to find.
Nope.
So we're going to unbox some right here and let you guys see what we see when we get a load of these things in. We don't know what's coming out. It's could be interesting, could be scary,
Yeah, they could.
could be some pretty cool stuff.
Could be a High Point.
Could be a Raven,
Could be a Jennings.
but it might be a Colt,
Could be a Colt.
might be a Smith,
A Glock.
a Glock. Don't know. We're going to find out very shortly.
Kirk P. Smith said, "Hi Tom."
Hey, how are you?
Kevin Kim Warren. Good
Hey,
evening,
guys. So I'm going to start tonight off. This is one we've already unboxed. And as I pulled it out and was looking at it, I'm like, oh my. It's not necessarily my piece, but I think I'll probably keep it.
Eric, there could be a 40 in there.
There could be a 40. Yep.
Julius, how you doing?
Hey. So let's take a look.
What you got there?
Well, at first I thought, somebody done polished up a Tech 9, but no.
No.
Got to look a little closer. This is not far off the prototypes. This is the number 55 gun built when they were in Ducktown, Tennessee.
That's pretty cool.
So, I mean, yeah, literally bolted it together.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's some bent sheet metal and a big chunk of steel.
Julius said, "You think they're in 50s? Mac 10s?"
Well, again, this is an SW11, or it's just, I mean, what do you say about a gun like this? Where'd it come from? What?
I don't know. Where did it come from? One of those boxes?
One of those boxes. But I just about guarantee you this one probably was never meant to get out.
Probably not.
But that's, I think that'll go in, our Made in Tennessee bunch.
Eric said it came from the hood.
Well, I don't know where Ducktown, Tennessee is.
I don't either.
Nor do I know anything about Ducktown, Tennessee, except these folks did make guns there. And I thought you guys might enjoy seeing something. You know, you never know when you open these boxes what you're going to find. And I promise you, this had to be some type of, this was probably never meant to leave the factory. It's probably into prototyping and try to get something ready for market. Be interested to know how it ended up where it did. So that one is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and we'll grab a box and we'll open it. Nothing very exciting. We got a Kel-Tec. And I can't see without my glasses. I was hoping to get by without them tonight.
Ducktown
Looks
looks like it is on the border of, goodness.
Anyway, we got a, looks like
Yeah.
Kel-Tec 32 that's missing a magazine. This is the cool stuff we get to do. This is, you know, this is,
Brent Callicott says, hey folks, appreciate the Thursday Night Live videos as always.
hey Brent, it's good to hear from you. So let's
Anything-
see.
Anything cool in this one?
Let's see.
Ooh, what you got there?
I don't know what the hell they put on these to make them so sticky, but these grips are horrible. Can you see the sticky on them?
Yeah, I bet it's that tape.
We got a little Rossi 38.
Cool. Not bad.
So
Needs a good wipe down.
it needs some sort of grips on it for sure. See what else we got.
It's like Christmas morning. What you got there?
Eric, there's your 40.
Yep, he was looking for the 40.
Smith & Wesson SD 40 VE. Hey, this was actually got a magazine.
Cool.
Cool. So we got a Smith 40.
There you go, Eric. Come get it.
Let's put this. Let's see what else we got.
What you got? Do you need some?
I need some snips. We have.
They strapped that one up.
Somebody ought to have their ass kicked.
For doing that.
What they done to this gun.
Goodness gracious. John wants to know if this is the stuff we picked up the other day.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Just don't. So this at one time. Okay, good. It's in time, but it's a little loose, but you could fix that. A little bit loose. That can be fixed. At one time, that'd have been a really good old gun. Little 5-screw Smith J frame, and that's an I frame actually. And 32 S&W. That'd been a pre-model 30. Yeah, pre-model 30, so it'd been before 1957. This gun probably been close.
Gun's older than us.
Oh yeah.
Almost as old as my mom was.
This gun be probably back into the 40s.
Ooh, definitely older than my mom.
It's just a shame. Just a shame. That might be one we try to revive some life into. So let's see what else we come up with.
Eric said that looks like evidence. Sorry about that.
Tell you one thing,
They strap them up.
I believe it's straps. What we got? Got a blast from the past.
What's this one?
That's a Bursa Thunder 45 Ultra Compact. What were they? So,
John says he'll be here tomorrow morning and have the coffee ready.
you got to talk to Steph about the coffee.
It's FAFO right now. Just so you know,
So-
Tom's drinking FAFO coffee.
Not a bad old gun. Let's see. Come on, guys. Maybe we'll find something cool. I think we did.
What you got?
You dig far enough, even a blind chicken will find some corn once in a while. Blind squirrel will find a nut, whatever.
What you got? What you got? What you got? What's in the box?
Smithy, what's in 686?
Ooh.
L frame. That's what is this one? A -4. So we know it's early 90s because there is no Hillary hole.
No Hillary hole.
6-inch full lug. Let's see. See if she times up. Oh yeah.
Little perfection on the timing.
She fall right there where she's supposed to.
Good.
Crane looks good. No real sign of flame cutting. That's a nice gun. That's a nice gun. Somebody wants a really great revolver. That is it.
What you got?
I don't know. It don't weigh nothing.
Jennings.
Kel-Tec.
Kel-Tec.
So get another Kel-Tec.
22. 380.
380.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll just move on.
Moving right along there. No, this is not good.
What?
I don't even really want to touch this one.
Is that one of them?
Got a Raven.
Don't you got a box full of them back there? Oh, goodness.
Got a Raven. Just moving right along now. You ain't gonna believe this.
Another Raven?
A blue-handled Raven.
A blue-handled Raven? Julia said he can see you carrying that.
Oh.
Julius, why don't you come in here and get one?
See what we got here. Ah, finally.
John
Something worth
said that-
opening.
John said it's almost like Christmas.
Hey, I want to know if you guys enjoy this tonight. You know, I really want to see if we can get some commentary going.
Well, we've got more commentary going now than we usually do.
That's what I want.
What you got there?
That is a nice. That's fairly nice. Stainless Remington. What's this? R1S 1911.
Hey, it looks pretty good from here.
They're
In good shape.
yeah. Oh, gun seems to. Barrels fit good.
Roger White said yes, he's enjoying this tonight.
Frame slide, pretty good fit. Trigger's pretty decent.
Good.
Hey, Winner,
So-
winner, chicken dinner.
So 2 out of 1, 2 out of 10 so far.
So, you know, you guys can see what we do. We sit here and go, oh, wait a minute, we may have another winner. If it, yeah.
John said he's absolutely loving it.
We got another winner.
What's this one? Another 1911.
We have, and this, man, it's
They
got
can't see. You
some
gotta
sticky on it.
The box
Kimber.
is flipped up. Ooh.
Stainless target 2 and 10 millimeter.
Kirk P. Smith said absolutely 100. Kevin and Kim, I'm loving it.
So we got a 10 millimeter Kimber, 5-inch. Gun needs a little cleaning, but that don't, full length guide rod. Appears to have been polished. Of course, it's lowered and flared. Kimber does that automatically there on the ejection port.
Well,
Let's see what we got here. Got good barrel fit, tight bushing.
Chris Beckett said badass.
Yeah. Damn. I believe trigger on the Remington's better. That's good. I
Hey,
believe that Remington trigger's a little bit better. Either one of them's, neither
neither one are bad.
neither one are bad. You know, it's kind of like, which do you like better, Raptor or FAFO?
Brent Calicott says like Christmas. John Baker says he's up for anything. What you got there?
Well, this ain't bad.
Not a Kel-Tec, is it?
Nope. Got a
Wow.
19X.
That's a fairly new gun there.
Yep. Glock 19X.
Not bad.
No.
People do love those.
I swear it's the best shooting 9mm Glock I've ever had. Oh, here's one that could be interesting. Cool.
What you got there?
I hadn't seen this.
I looked in the box. I didn't take anything out, obviously.
Well, I made sure I didn't look in any of these boxes before they were brought up. That's why I had you guys back there with me,
Yeah,
because I wanted
just a random.
I wanted really a random selection, and I wanted, when I told people I haven't looked at them, I
You
want
had-
to be
you did
telling the
look at
truth.
'em. I did look in that one because I remember the box.
Okay, guys, this is a little blast from the past, 80s or 90s, probably 90s, early 90s.
Back when I was in high school.
This one's in 9mm. It's an 8-shot, and you see it's got the little mag well. It was a Firestar, or it was made by Star. God, what was the model on these? They called them the Firestar, but I think they called them Model 43. But today's standards, it's a very heavy, chunky pistol and low capacity because it holds like 8 or 9 rounds. But these things were actually really solid and shot really good. I had one of these similar to this in 45 that I actually carried quite a bit.
They might want to see the box too.
So I'm gonna count that one as a win.
Yeah. I mean, we usually don't get boxes with these.
No,
Maybe. What's in the box?
well, the box is smarter. It's got the
Cleaning.
takedown tool. It's got the original mop and cleaning brush, a cleaning rod.
Very cool.
So let's see. Firestar, Starvale, 9mm. Let's take a look here. Yeah, and it's the right box. Serial number matches.
Kind of cool.
We're gonna count that one as a win.
Yep. What's next?
I don't know. Gotta let me get
I
one
know.
out of my hand before I get another one. Let's see.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah, that's what I think of those. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's
It's a decent handgun.
the worst thing in the world.
Oh
but
no, it's not a. It's not a Raven.
No. We got a Taurus Millennium.
Jordan Taylor said over 1,200 guns in stock, the place to be. Weren't you in here earlier? That's Jordan.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
A little PT 111 and 9mm. Taurus. Pretty clean little gun. No
Millennium.
rust. Looks like 10. Maybe 12.
Not bad.
No. It ain't a Raven.
It's not a Raven. That's a chunk. What is it?
This is a Glock somebody been customizing on.
Yes, they have. They like the Punisher,
I
obviously.
guess. You don't call it customizing. We can't say what I really call all this. Oh, we got G22,
So what caliber is that?
40 caliber.
That's what I thought.
This is going to be a second gen.
40.
It's going to be a second generation G22. Somebody's want Punisher crazy. That's just,
If you like the Punisher, does it?
yeah.
I mean, decent gun.
Got the old US serial number series. Like the early Glocks did. So yeah, that one will actually clean up pretty decent.
Yep.
That note to clean up pretty decent. Let's see what else we got. Yeah. Boy.
Another Kel-Tec or no?
Yeah, and this is rough.
Is that one gonna find its way in the box back there?
That's not that rough.
Oh.
Guys, let me just picking this gun up. Let's talk about something for a second, okay? Yeah, sure. You see this thing? You see this? It looks like the greatest idea in the world. Everybody put a spring steel clip on it, just clip the gun in your pants or your pocket or whatever. Don't do this. Please don't do this. It leaves the trigger completely exposed to the world. Now, we're on one of these old P11s. The odds of something pulling that trigger
Goodness.
are not real heavy or not real strong.
Yeah.
But you don't want to leave this trigger exposed on the gun that you're carrying. It's just not a good thing. And that's what these do. Looks like a great idea, sounds like a great idea until we think it through. Especially if you're carrying something like a 365.
Nope.
So,
I mean, honestly,
These-
I want the trigger covered on
Yeah.
anything I'm carrying.
so just remember, keep the trigger covered. Think it through.
That was a teaching moment. What not to do.
So if that person would have actually been intelligent enough to be carrying a gun, they wouldn't have had to,
Yeah.
never mind.
We wouldn't have it.
We wouldn't have it.
What you got?
Well, let's see.
So
It's big and black.
Is it that most of these are in here, except for the
This is-
Ravens?
This one seems to be a little bigger than normal.
Nathan
Look
Smith.
at that.
Late to the party. Where are these from?
I don't name agencies. Just, it's,
Nope.
but,
That's got stuff written on the top.
yeah. So this is a Taurus 24-7 G2. Of course, it's a 9mm.
That,
I don't know, 17+1.
is that hefty? It looks hefty.
double strike capability. I don't know, it's not terrible. This don't feel good. Too light.
Could be Raven.
Oh boy.
What you got?
We've got
Is that what you were wondering? Yeah.
all right.
What is
One
that?
of Smith & Wesson's biggest screw-ups.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
These come out in the 90s or maybe early 2000s. SW380. They're they were a screw up.
They didn't last long.
No, and I mean they weren't designed to last over about 1,500 to 2,000 rounds if you got that out of them. You don't see many of them anymore.
This is a first for me.
But of course now you got to consider when this come out, this was teeny.
Yeah.
You know, this was something else. I remember we were shooting one of these right after they come out, and you know, it looked like we were shooting shotguns rather than shooting a pistol because you have a bullet here, a bullet here, a bullet here, a bullet there, a bullet there. Oh,
So they're not very accurate, is what you're saying.
let's get off me.
Gotcha.
But yep, a blast from the past.
All right.
Another Taurus.
All right. Which version?
This is a PT709 Slim. 8-shot 9mm.
All right.
And it's probably got one of the single worst triggers I've ever felt.
So you're saying that's not one on your list? It may be one for somebody, just
Yeah.
not for you.
I mean, it beats nothing.
Please tell me you got something good over there. You don't look too.
We got a Charter Arms. And no undercover. Yep. Undercover 38 special. Not terrible guns. Not really what you call the pinnacle of perfection. But not terrible. A little oil, a little rubbing. I mean, somebody needed a gun and they could. They're not expensive and they hold together.
That's a good thing.
Oh, let's see.
That's another chunk. It's a big one.
Yep.
What brand we got?
Some of the ugliest guns ever made, but also some of the stoutest. Ruger P, this is a P95 DC, which I just denoted that The decocking lever is just a decocking lever. It's not an external safety. 9mm. Yeah, these guns were tough. This is one of their first polymer guns. This may have been Ruger's very first polymer gun. 94, I think, was still a metal gun. The 95's when they made their first polymer. But they're big, they're chunky, they're all of that. But they're reliable, they're tough. They'll take a beating and ask for more. When you pick them up, they work.
John Ketchup said, yep.
So
Flipper joined us.
that's going to be,
Felipe.
that's going to be a gun that, again, it's not going to be real expensive
Nope.
by any means, but it's going to be a good, solid, reliable defense gun or pleasure shooting gun, because the size of them and everything makes them a blast to shoot. I mean, it just holds the recoil down.
Right.
And
John Ketchup says, I love my P89.
they're great guns. To me, they're probably one of the most overlooked guns in the gun world. Hey, we got one in a box.
No way. A box within a box.
A box within a box.
Wow.
And it is a Ruger EC9S. Of course, 9mm. It don't look like it's ever even been shot. I don't know that it ever has.
That's a good thing.
That gun is freaking new.
It looks brand new from here.
Gun's brand new.
Mike DeLong said, evening, Mr. Tom. I like Mystery Thursday. This is cool. You should come see the shop.
That gun's new. There's
a whole bunch of them out in the shop, too. I said there's a whole bunch of these out in the shop, too.
Yeah, we got
Whew.
somewhere around 300. And I just randomly went back there and grabbed, I think, 25 boxes to bring out this evening. What the hell? Oh, well.
What you got?
It's a Beretta 25 automatic, made in Italy, Galicia, Italy.
Dean Butler said y'all probably sold it to him. Now it's back. LOL.
Probably not this bunch.
No.
Probably not this bunch. These were actually halfway decent little old guns. They feed and function.
Good little pocket gun?
Yeah, they didn't, the materials in them were better quality raw material than a lot of places used. Now, I mean, for what a 25 would be good for. But that's not, it's just kind of an interesting, maybe, if you will, I don't know. No, there's different.
What's that? Got an issue?
Well, that is a Ruger P90.
So very similar to that one you had.
But somebody went and got him some pretty wood grip panels, and that makes that gun.
It's not bad.
It really makes that gun. So I'm going to have to get a magazine for it. So this is the one, it's got the safety and the decock. So you bring it down, it puts it on safe, decocks the gun. Double action trigger, 45 caliber. I like them grips, they really set that gun off. Again, just like we were talking about with earlier on the P95, these things are made like tanks. That gun will last 2 lifetimes. Oh, at the top of this one's right. It's sad. Yeah.
Is that a Lorson or?
You see, guys, we get a lot of this.
Whoa. Goodness gracious.
You know, that's good for about one thing. Take it back here and put it on chop saw.
Kind of sad. That was the last one you had to open up there.
That's kind of a sucky note to end on.
It is.
That's, ugh. Well, let me go grab a couple of more boxes.
You are correct, John.
I'm just going to do a few more.
He went to grab another one.
Yeah.
A few more, Eric.
Huh? Yeah, and I'm still mic'd up so they can hear us. No, that's good.
Ooh, he grabbed a few more.
I'm coming. Just don't walk as fast as I used to.
Hey, you're walking better than you were several months ago. You're walking unassisted.
There's that.
Okay.
All right, let's see if we can find something cool. Treasure hunt. This is not looking good. Oh, gosh.
Come on, Tom.
It ain't me. I mean, I'm grabbing random boxes.
You could have left them.
This is the kind of stuff we see, you know.
I know.
Everybody hollers about, oh, you know, there's all these, you know.
No, you did not.
What?
Eric said he heard you fart.
No.
He would admit it if he did.
Guys, there is a genuine, dyed-in-the-wool, 100% genuine piece of shit.
And what's the name on that one?
Jimenez,
Jimenez.
which, story on that was Jennings from years ago.
Uh-huh.
You know, I think his old lady called him with somebody else's old lady and some other things. And anyway, they ended up getting divorced. And one of them did Bracco and one of them did Jimenez and and all of it is one big turd.
Well, let's get, what else you got over
So,
there?
Yeah, that's,
I want to look at that one. Not my favorite.
no. Got a pretty good pile going there, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Oh, let's see what this is. Damn, it keeps getting worse.
John Kedger said that's Swahili for piece of shit, right?
Yeah. This was Cobra when Davis ended up being sued out of business and everything. They moved their stuff, I believe, I think they were in California maybe, and they moved over into Nevada.
That kind of looks
Or
like the
Utah.
same thing you got
Utah.
up there.
Well, all the shit looked about the same.
It's ugly.
And started this, and yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Whew. Alrighty then. It's not as bad.
It don't sound wonderful though.
High Standard Sentinel,
Goodness.
which actually, if you can get by these god awful grips,
What did they do to it?
these were actually pretty good old guns. And that right there, give it a little cleaning, because it's a little gunky. Give it a little cleaning and everything. A guy wanted a nice little short barrel 22 9-shot pistol. They're actually not bad guns. They look funny, but they work, and some of the long, even some of these little shorter ones, but the long ones especially would shoot really well. That's not a bad gun. That can clean up a little bit. If somebody wants a real nice little 22 for, that's going to be
Push them that way a little bit.
a good choice.
Thank you.
Now here's one that's pretty decent.
John said the old 22s used to be really good. And no, Zach, they are not.
Ruger SP 101, 3-inch, fixed sights, 357 Magnum.
Brandon Moore says that high standard for sale.
It will be, yes. All these will be for sale here in the shop. As soon as we get them processed and cleaned up, and we put, probably 100.
There's at least 100 out in the store today.
Yeah, so we're.
Long guns, handguns, a little bit of everything.
That was just, we've got, I think right now we're somewhere around 1,200 guns or a little over in stock. That's a nice little gun. I just wonder.
Nope.
Nope. I don't know what that's supposed to fit.
And if anybody needs some crossbows, we got 3 here that need to go home.
It says Ruger. It don't fit that Ruger.
Nope, not that one.
That's a win.
It didn't look bad.
That's a win. Oh my.
What in the world? Did somebody,
Okay, guys.
did their kid color that? That's a pink sky that somebody has sharpied. My goodness gracious.
Okay then.
Is it sticky?
No.
Maybe they'll be able to clean that up. If not,
I will.
that's going to have one of them distressed looks.
Yeah, that's a liberal in distress.
Woo, that was bad. John Ketchum said he likes the Ruger.
Yeah, I do too. Oh crap.
Is that one of them Rome?
That's an
ROHs?
RG. That's genuine RG.
RG. Yeah.
Can anybody tell me what RG's infamous for besides making crappy guns?
What are they infamous for? Anybody
I
know?
want somebody to answer.
Does anybody know?
It's what Hinckley used when he shot Reagan.
What you got there?
Smith & Wesson 469.
I don't think I've seen
You want to
one
go
of them.
back? You want to go back a while? There it is.
John Ketchum said zip ties cost more than the gun. On the
You're
RG.
right. That ain't a bad old gun. We're going to call that one a win.
All right. How many more you got?
I got 2 boxes over here.
Let's hope they're good.
Not bad.
John said that's a win. Jen and Dave Jones, Rome, guess I can't pronounce it. It's what RG stands for.
Mm-hmm. H&R, model 732. I guess it's 32 Smith & Wesson long. Very simplistic guns, but very rugged guns. Folks are getting where they're looking for these now. And that one's in overall really nice shape. Got a little, surface stuff going on there, but I think most of that's going to come right off.
All right. So another win.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. Look how that gun locks up.
Mm-hmm. It ain't
That
moving.
looks like a bank vault.
It ain't moving.
It's going to give us something that we've been kind of slack on, or been, not really, I hate to say slack because we don't have control over it, but
Right.
it's going to give us some really good quality guns, or some good quality guns that are going to be in some of the budget range.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I hate to end on it, but I guess
Another
you
one
see
of those clips.
people that carry these clips end up with their guns in the police department. Are we seeing no magazine, but let's get a magazine for it. So guys, that's, just what, 30 or so that we get to, go through, and you never know what we're going to find. I mean, I hit a spot today that I think I sat there for an hour and didn't do anything but High Points, Jimenez, Jennings, and Bricos.
We are over our quota.
I was ready to scream.
On High Points because there's more than 2 in the store.
But I hope you guys had fun with this tonight. I wanted to do something fun tonight, something different. And hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to see what else we can do tonight that's a little bit different. I'll tell you what, you guys hold on just a second. And I'm going to walk down here and see some of the cool stuff that we pulled out today, if there's anything really cool to show you.
All right.
Y'all don't go away. Talk to them, Steph.
What are we going to talk about?
I don't know, you talk to them.
John Catchum says, love it, brother. They can still hear you. You can talk too.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see.
They can't see you, but they can hear you.
Get you.
There's a whole bunch of Glocks in there.
Yeah. Here's one that would be a little different. And there's a cool one.
Kirk P. Smith got a great show tonight.
And that's a cool one.
We did put out some cool ones. Brandon Moore said, get the popcorn. I think he may have got lost down there, guys. They put a bunch in the back cabinet as well, don't
Do what?
they? Put a bunch in that back cabinet back there too.
Well, let's see what we got. Yeah, we don't want in that cabinet.
Jen and Dave Jones said, when will the H&R be available?
Tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow afternoon. Hey, Kirk.
See what else we got.
Come on, Tom.
All right, we'll just go with these. They're pretty cool.
Did we have any really cool long guns that came in?
Nah.
Nah. Just average guns?
Yeah, just nothing to
Average
get
guns.
excited about.
Okay, what you got there?
All right, well, we got, start over here. Dan Wesson,
Oh, yes, I saw
the
that.
Model 15, the one that, did come in you could get them in the pistol pack. For years, it was known as one of the most accurate.
Mike DeLong asks, what do you think of the Smith & Wesson SD9VE?
It's a value series gun, but they seem to have the bugs worked out of it. I'm not seeing the issues that the older series had. It was funny today when I was going through some of these guns, we found some of the older and original series that's out there somewhere. And I was looking at them, and then had one of the SW9VEs. It was right there together, and it's considerable change. It's considerable change. I think they actually make a viable pistol now.
All right.
For a gun that, what are they? New, they're less than, they should be well under $400 new, if I remember right.
Yeah. Maybe way under that. Way under.
Yeah, I mean, we've got, I don't know how many of those we went through today, a 9 and 40.
A bunch.
They're all under 300. So it's a really decent gun for the money, for a value series gun. And it's nice to be able to say that again about Smith. It was, so long you couldn't. But the Dan Wesson model, this gun was one that you could interchange the barrels with. For years, they held the accuracy records. Most accurate thing out there. Great shooting guns, great handling guns. But that's a nice, clean, solid piece. And then here we have a gun that was fairly short-lived. This is a Remington RP9. Polymer frame, full size, 9mm, 18+1. I think it comes with 2 extra magazines. Interesting piece, dated, but especially if you're a Remington fan, because these aren't coming back. Have a piece of Remington history. Here's a really interesting gun. It's a gun that was done originally by CZ, although it don't really look. It looks more like a SIG.
How much is that Dan Wesson?
It was called the CZ99. I don't think you didn't see many of them in the States. They just didn't find them here. It was one of the early guns that was truly ambidextrous. Come out of the box, the magazine release, decock and lever, everything on it ambidextrous. really shot well. This gun is actually, it was kind of like a license from CZ to Zastava over in Serbia to pick up making the gun again.
Okay.
So then some got into U.S. and they called it the CZ 999. I think they're 15 plus one, like most of them were at the time. Feels a lot like holding a SIG 226. Cool piece of history. And a cool gun just to go shoot. They shoot really, really well, lock up really well. And again, when you're shooting this size gun in 9mm, recoil is just not an issue. Cheap to shoot, easy to shoot, and shoot well. Got a pretty decent double action trigger. Single action trigger is nice. That's an interesting piece. And now we'll get to this one. CZ75B.
I saw that one earlier today.
The gun
Kinda
that's
cool.
the legend. Second most copied handgun in the world. This was an early import. When CZ was still over in Oakhurst, California. This thing has a 4-digit serial number.
Goodness. Nathan Smith asked, would you prefer the Colt 357 or the Dan Wesson? That Dan Wesson.
I'll take, if I'm gonna have to shoot it and use it and depend on it, I'll take the Dan Wesson. If I'm gonna put it up to retain value, I'll take the Colt. But if I'm gonna get out, use it, and depend on it, no, it's the Dan Wesson. So, I mean, and this gun is really nice.
It is. That one looked really good.
So, when you get back here, this is, this is one of the guns that's around when the Legend was being made. When you get back serial numbers, that's short.
Yeah.
And you can feel it. I mean, you look for, you go to custom shops to get the actions that were on these guns, and this one has it too, and that's just how they were made. That action's so smooth. Tell you one thing, it makes a fool out of that Shadow 2 carry that they just brought out that everybody's hollering about. This gun makes an ass out of the trigger on them. So there's the Legend, and I think we've done about an hour tonight, and that's about good. But I think that's a good one to,
That one looks good.
I think that's a good one to go into this. Guys, let me tell you this about the, what?
Eric Rosensky wants to know, does it say Czechoslovakia or Czech Republic on that CZ?
Republic.
Republic.
So, Hearing Protection Act. Right now, the Senate is in recess. Yeah, there's a lot of things being batted around, this, that, and the other. Do we have a lot of fighting to do and a lot of work to do to get the Hearing Protection Act done? Yes, we do. We have to do what we did with the House.
Keep calling.
It's the first time in over 40 years of doing this that I've seen the whole 2A world come together and stick together on something like this. And we got to stay together, and we got to keep moving. And yes, I think we can, if we do to the Senate what we did at the House, we can keep we'll get the Hearing Protection Act. If we push hard enough, hell, we might even get the Short Act, which would be great.
Yes, it would.
So get fired up, get thinking about it, writing letters, making phone calls. We got to push our senators, people on committees, on different committees, even though they may not be the senator for Tennessee, but if they're on the committees, that means they're representing the country. So we need to be getting on them too. And remember, support GOA and TFA. Those guys are out there leading this fight. And they're doing a great job.
Got a few comments.
Okay.
Eric Fergus said, got to go. Great show tonight. Really enjoyed it. John Keller said, give me the Dan Wesson would be his pick. And John Baker said, this was fun. I really enjoyed it. Hope to see more of these.
Well, there's only so often we get to be able to unbox guns like this.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, we got a bid request from another department today. They're going to make it so damn difficult, and so their bid structure is so asinine. We're not even going to be able to. It's just.
Yeah. The hoops you have to jump through it's not worth it.
And we used to do a lot of business with them and had a great relationship with them, and then they took it out of the police department, and the mayor's office took over. But
John said, awesome job as always. Keep up the good work.
We're going to be bidding. We're out there. We're constantly searching. And I'd love to be able to do unboxing videos every week.
Yeah, we don't get to do this that often though.
So, but we'll bring you every one we can. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Get in there, fight for our rights, support TFA, support GOA, and coming up here in just a few weeks, for you folks that's here local, don't forget at the Elks Lodge in Trenton, June 14th is Sammy Day.
You need to be there.
There's information posted on our website. I know they're raffling on our Facebook. I'm sorry. I know they're raffling a really beautiful Benelli SBE3.
It's gorgeous.
You can contact Scotty Howell at what's the name of their clinic? I can't look it up under Scotty's. North Gibson Animal Hospital? No?
If you look up Scotty Howell, he will come up as.
Okay. Yeah, look up Dr. Scotty Howell, and it'll tell you where you can buy tickets.
Trey Cleek said those Senate races are why I was in Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Nevada last year. The Senate is the major roadblock. Getting past cloture is next to impossible. I am feeling positive about removing the $200 fee on suppressors, though, through reconciliation. Brent Calicott said this was good and interesting show. We all saw guns that we've never seen. Thank you.
Cool. So, anyway, guys, fight for our rights. Get out and support those who are. Come visit with us if you're out and around. We got guns sitting everywhere. If you want to, come in, check it out, visit. We'll all have a good time. And with that, I'm going to say, as always, God bless America, and God bless you.